Hey there, crafty friends. It's Jessica from Jessica's Craft Shack, also the owner of Pink Peacock. I'm here to share a little view of my craft room, which is also the area where everything's done for Pink Peacock. You'll notice this room is quite small, but much better and an improvement from the kitchen table. My room here, I don't know the measurements of it, maybe 10 by 14, 12 by 14, something like that. And it serves as my office, home office, and Pink Peacock Ground Zero, as well as my craft studio and the Pink Peacock Palace and my laundry room. So this is a great place where when the laundry's done, I get to just switch it right over. But I just recently did a redecorate, I guess you could say, of the whole area. And with lots of help from the hubby, building a shelf. And the curtains are a little crooked up there, but that is just kind of a catch-all shelf. And I put some curtains up to hide the ugly. Normally they're pinned up so you can't see, but there's things up there that I don't use on a regular basis, like my Cricut cakes up there. Some overstock of items that are in the shop, and just some of this and some of that. And then there's really no room for a real door, so I'm like, okay, I need a blanket. Gotta have something for right now until I can get something else put up there, but this is a thick blanket and it kind of matches. How funny is that? I had to have the blanket match that I hung up. But yeah, lots of shelves that the husband was able to put up for me. Lots of storage and little knick-knack spaces. As you can see here, these are some recollection boxes that I got. I don't remember where. I think it might have been Michael's on a deep clearance. I got those a while back. And then these, the hubby got me these. These are recollection drawers. I have these ones, and then I have two more over in the corner there, just for odds and ends too. This is shipping central there. That's where all my shipping boxes are. There's a couple larger ones over there that didn't fit right under the desk. But I decided I wanted to get all my decorations and pretties out that people had given me, so I'll scan real quick. Just some things that some friends had made for me or sent to me, as well as my kids. And then there's a printer. I gotta get a new printer too. That one's not doing so well. It's a little sick lately. You know, I'm gonna close this window. This is my view outside. Nice little view out front. Little area in there. Quiet little neighborhood. We like it. Alright, let me turn to, alright, it doesn't want to go. There we go. And then we won't get so much of a glare. This shelf here, the hubby found this for me. He actually found me two of them. I have one there, and then I have one also over here. This is my bead station. But this one, I decorated the top of it with a lot of other goodies that friends had sent me, and a nice little ceramic mushroom that my son made. Some goodies, and of course lots and lots of peacocks. Wouldn't be my craft room if it didn't, right? Okay, so there's my yellow Cricut. I have it sitting out. I was doing some small cuts on that. I don't use it that much lately. I'm really busy in the shop, so I don't get to play with it too much. Maybe if I leave it out, I'll play with it more. Mainly, I wanted to show you the redecorate that I have done in the craft room, to show these wonderful organizers. This one, along with that one, and that one, were all an awesome and very much appreciated win from Organize More. If you're looking for a way to store all of your little things, little supplies, doodads, paints, re-inkers, sprays, stickles, perfect pearls, distress stains, ink pads, definitely check out Organize More. They are on Facebook. They also have a website, and I'm sure the link's on their Facebook page. But they were having an awesome giveaway, and I was so fortunate to have won this, and it really came in handy. All of this stuff, prior to winning these and having them, all of this stuff was sitting right on top of my craft table. And with the limited space that I had, there wasn't much room to work. My craft table here is constructed from an old computer desk. Lance is so wonderful and handy when it comes to things like that. He was able to put the corner pieces together and trim it down a little bit. You can see where he cut it here. And then just use some old lumber to create a small shelf there under the craft table. And then this was an old coffee table the legs broke off of, so he used that and cut the little slide, so I have a nice little sliding area to do my crafts. There's another curtain to hide the ugly. I wanted to hide all of the, I don't want to say hoarding, but okay, I hoard craft supplies just like the rest of you. I'll admit it. But I wanted to hide some of those things. These are just bins that I use for my paper flowers, my stamps. The bottom bin is all of my punches, hand punches. My punches, my sew ribbon, which I've not used yet. I've got to look at some tutorials for that, but those are all my punches. This here is just one. I love stamping. This is just one box of stamps. Most of these are my wood mounted stamps. And then I have some here by collection that are smaller. I have sweet stamps. I have your next stamp, lots of Studio G's. There are some fresh brewed designs in here. There's a couple other ones too I'm not real familiar with, but I haven't got to use, but those there. And then all the wood mounted stamps are underneath. Some of those here. These are from Unity. I love these. And when I have something that I like a lot, I hoard it and wait for special projects. Do you do that? Am I the only one? But of course, there's another peacock. Peacock stamp. I actually have two of those. But I can't give one away because they were both gifts to me. So I would feel bad to give one away. But just lots of wood mounted stamps there. And then this here, there's more stamps. I have some Close to My Heart, Stampin' Up, Hero Arts, Mon Fawn, Whimsical Designs. Let me see what else. Some Tim Holtz stamps are in here from his visual artistry collection. And then lots of my paper flowers. Paper Roses, Petaloo, Recollections, Prima. I wish I could say Prima about 5 more times. I love Prima flowers. But these paper flowers you can get from Adele Garcia in the Glimpse of Memory group. She has awesome prices. Her shipping is super fast. And check out all these colors. These aren't even all the colors she has. These are just the ones that I've gotten so far. Beautiful. And super reasonable on the price too. So make sure you check her out if you're not a member on Glimpse of Memories, or if you've never heard of it. It's an awesome group where there are resellers for all types of different products. No two resellers are allowed to sell the same product, so it eliminates the competition. Great place to get a lot of your crafty supplies, super cheap. And I am a seller in that group. Adele asked me to come over and I sell a couple different items. Oh, this was my latest arrival from Adele. I got the white flowers. See, she has them in different sizes too. Sorry, I'm not a great camera person. See there? And I thought I'd get the white because then you could do awesome misting on the white and change the colors up on them. Again, super cheap, super pretty, and they last. They last. I've not ran out of, well, I can't say I haven't ran out of all the big packs that I haven't ran out of any colors yet. But this is where I keep my pearls. All my pearls are in that bin there. And then I have another small bin over here. This has another couple Recollection. I think these are Recollection boxes for layered garden beauty pieces. And then here are some of my alpha stickers, metal embellishments, paper embellishments, the smaller ink pads that didn't fit in my ink organizer up on top. And then the bottom is kind of a catch-all. And this area back here, I'll give you a little peek. It's a mess. But I dabble in wreath making, hand-painted ornaments, crafty decor, you name it. And that's what's all under there are my wreaths and different things. But I decided this shelf used to house a lot of supplies, paints and my Mod Podge and I have to have rubbing alcohol at all times because of the amount of glue that I use on things. The rubbing alcohol helps me to clean my small pull-out table here. Oh, and while I'm pulling this out, check out this awesome clock. I was in a clock exchange in Scrapbook Friends and More Crafts on Facebook. Great group. Tons of ideas, inspiration, swaps, exchanges, you name it. I was in a clock exchange, and Brandy Martin was my secret partner. We don't know who our partners are until we actually get our item. And in the clock exchange, all I wanted was something that had to do with peacocks so I could put this up in my craft room. And she went all out. Is that not just gorgeous? I love it. And she took a lot of time to it. This is a puzzle. And all of those pieces, look at them. They're all the same shape. Could you imagine? I probably would have pulled my hair out. But she created this on a canvas panel with the clock mechanism at the top. Some bling to mark your 12, 3, 6, and 9. These beautiful, gorgeous peacock feathers, real peacock feathers, and wonderful embellishments. So I love that. This here is going to be a custom palette craft that I'm working on. Yvonne, if you're watching, I hope those suit your fancy, because those are for you. You know what they are if you're looking at them. So there we go. But I love the way that this is set up now. My shelf above, like I said, it used to house a lot of my supplies and Mod Podge and paints and different things. But I wanted an area to show off how much I love my peacocks, and also to be able to display some of the items that I've gotten from friends. This area here is items from friends, and then this area here is item from friends, and that little area above there. So I'm constantly surrounded by and reminded how many friendships I've made in the course of my blogging experience and crafting experience online. So thank you to all of you for that. This here, that was one of my first mixed media canvases that I enjoyed thoroughly, and I can't wait to do more. Pink peacock feathers. Hello! My son found those. We were at Michael's sifting around. We were kind of trying to do some penny hunting. If you know what that is, I won't go into detail, but... And he's like, Mom, look what I found! And I had to take a picture of him holding it. I have it somewhere on my computer, but perfect. So of course those are on display. This is my small area here with painting supplies. I've got my Creative Inspirations paints, and then some folk art, acrylics. And again, another peacock. I love my peacocks. See there? They're everywhere. That there was made by me also. That took hours. If you look closely, it's all small pieces of felt that were cut and put together. It was a mosaic challenge in Scrapbook Friends and More Crafts group. And then I used small cut bead rhinestones and the feathers. So I have, let's see here, lots of supplies. These bottom jars, mason jars. I had to have mason jars all over my craft room because I love the look of them. I love the ease of putting all of your things, smaller pieces and parts into a jar, putting a lid on it, and bam, there you go. No dust, easy access to get to it, and it looks pretty. Aesthetically, I think it looks nice. So these are all my button parts. You've got your large buttons and your small buttons. This is the green machine. So if you hear me talking about the green machine, you might have seen my video before where I did a tutorial on how the buttons are made here at Pink Peacock, the fabric covered buttons. This is the machine that does it all. Heavy duty. See there? And then we've got our, how did I do this? Let's see, we've got bling, brads, and then these are pearls and cameos. Got back pearls, some of them that are adhesive back, the ones that are sticky. Got my books here, my Page Maps book, my big ass book of bling. I've got some Doris catalogs where I can look through those. Another book by Mark Montano, Vision Box Idea book, love that book. If you haven't checked out any of his books, definitely suggest that you go check him out on Amazon. Follow him on Facebook, he's always inspiring. And there's all my crafty scissors. Oh, let's see here. Sprays, distress stains, like I said before. I've got tons of micro beads. I love these things. but I have yet to use them on a lot of projects. So I've got to come up with something to use those for, because I just love the looks of them. They work well with red line tape or the sticky sheets of red line. I think that's what it's called. You just put the sheets down and then you load the beads on and you have a great textured effect. I did create a small, it was like a small Altoid tin can that I put those on with some other beads. I have those, lots of glitter glue and glitter. Let's see what else. Up here, that little pink bicycle with more pink birds. This is where I house all of my 3 Girl Jam crinkle ribbon. And of course, I have OCD. All of my ribbon is put into rainbow color order. Do you do that with your items that are multiple colored? Do you put them in rainbow colors? So that's all of my 3 Girl Jam ribbon. We use that here at Pink Peacock to create our elegant florals. So if you're wanting to see what those are, check out the shop on Facebook. Over here are my supply, the little pink boxes are my supplies of charms, and I have them organized. I have to label these boxes because several times I've tried to get in there and haven't been able to remember which box is which, but I have them organized by girl, butterfly, boy, steampunk, hearts, different things like that. So got my tape guns there. I've got a small jar, well, that's not a small jar, a big jar of buttons. Of course, my ink pads. Now this area here with all of the mason jars on top, the majority of these, with the exception of this end one here, let's see, so this second from the right, metal embellishments. This one here is flat back pearls of different colors and rhinestones. This one here is ribbon sliders. Those are all from Miriam's crafting supplies. So if you haven't touched base with her or found her or ordered from her before, again, amazing prices, awesome items. I love these metal embellishments. You've probably seen me create with them several times. The flat back pearls I love. They're just great for so many different projects. I have to yet use the ribbon sliders. I had an idea for those but didn't get time to work on it. It was around Valentine's Day. So I'll have to come up with something else. And then just some other odds and ends. Those are just silver beaded necklaces there. These are some bling. Okay, my last memory card cut out. I was saying these are some bling jewels, again from Adele Garcia. She had some of those, I think, over in Scrapbook Deals group on Facebook. But I've not seen, you know, I'm so sorry, it wasn't Adele Garcia. It was Barbara O'Hanlon. She carried a lot of the bling elements with, they were different shapes, owls and cameo looking ones, just beautiful things. So definitely check out Scrapbook Deals too for some awesome bargains on things. But like I said, this here's just my little corner of beads, and then some nooks and crannies, my art sets. This here, another curtain to hide the ugly. Now this is just an old, this used to be just the laundry room, and this was just an old cupboard. I've just got odds and ends in there too. Things that I don't need on a regular basis that I can hide behind a curtain. So that is that. The wash area. Wash and dry. It's great because whenever the washer is done and the dryer is done, I'm right here and I can switch it over. Again, some more shelves. This is where all my Cricut cartridges are. This is where I keep a lot of my embellishments. In these boxes here, I have them organized by theme. And then over here, oh, my twines up there. And again, odds and ends. I have a lot of odds and ends. I found these beautiful crown and butterfly hooks that I was able to put up around the craft room. I have one over here too. One little one here. And then a couple over here. All of the Pinkettes call me the Quirky Queen. That's my nickname in the group, so I thought that was sufficient. This here's all my 12 by 12 paper stacks, several smaller stacks, and then I have some of my small paper stacks, and of course my coordinations, borders that I love to use for so many different projects. Another little shelf where I keep my Xyron sticker makers, a little bit of glitter, and then I have some more mason jars there. Now this, dun dun dun, let me climb clean this up a little bit. Gotta move my chair out of the way. This here is my Unity carousel, where I keep the majority, and I say the majority because there's no way that all of my Unity stamps would fit on this carousel because I'm an addict and have tons of Unity. I used to be a Kit of the Month member, but I'm not anymore. This is an old DVD VHS rack that spins, and my husband was able to cut some of the metal pieces out and I was able to bend them. A lot of the Unity stamps come with a hole already in the bag. If it didn't have a hole, some of them I put a hole in it, but a lot of sets, Unity. And I have it organized, try to organize it by either brand, because Unity has a lot of co-branded stamps, or artists. So I have my Angie Girl stamps. Looks like the kids might have been messing because some of these are out of order. I have my Donna Downey, and I have some authentic itty bitties. My Susan Weckesser stamps are here. These are the Ippity sets that I had. Then you've got more Ippity. Got some Bella Boulevard, some Jilly Bean Soup. Here we go with some Echo Park. Alright, so I'm stopping it over there. Okay. Unity peacock stamp. There's peacocks everywhere. These here are Fashionistas by Tracy Malnofsky at Unity. Oh, I have a couple of those. Love those. Love my Phyllis Harris stamps. She knows it too. I tell her all the time. Simple Stories. You know, everything Unity. I love Unity. They're one of my favorites. So that's my Unity carousel. Now, as we go down closer to the floor, more Unity that wouldn't fit on the carousel. See here, so I've got some of my Jocelyn Nielsen in here, Christy Tomlinson. We've got some more Ippity. So tons more. These are Unity stamps that were grab bag stamps that I tried to find what kit they belonged to so I could organize them. And then we've got more Unity. There's my Kit of the Month in a bin here. I've got to find a really easier, a better way to display these and get them up off the floor. I'm thinking binders. So I've got to get those all in there. And then just more branded stamps. I like to keep them by the brand just because I love the Lisa Arana sentiment stamps. Now this is the one that goes with that nice wood piece I was showing you earlier. All of these fit right on that wood piece. And I was able to create this. This was a birthday gift for my sister that I have to get mailed out, but I have one more thing I have to make for her before I can do that. Our birthday passed, but she saw it. And see there? I was able to stamp, emboss, heat emboss the stamp on there. So that came from this set here. Actually, nope, I'm wrong. It came from the birthday set. This is Everything Wonderful. And I think there was one Birthday Jubilee. Yeah, Birthday Jubilee. It came from this set here. But they fit perfect. This is a Jocelyn Nielsen sentiment, and then the wood pieces coordinate with the Lisa Arana, but guess what? They co-coordinate with each other. Pretty cool, right? So, this is my craft room. It took forever for me to do the video. A little storage up there. That's where all my Smash books are, which I've not even opened one and written one yet. How, written one yet. Is that horrible? And keep my hat from my stepdad, Pappy Jack, because we're always thinking of him and we love him and we miss him. Rest in peace, Pappy. Alright, so this is my craft room. I'm glad that you stopped by and watched. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast.